Hey, so welcome back. Today's tutorial was requested and it is on the look that I was wearing in my most recent video. I start off by priming the eyelid all over using the Mica Beauty eye primer. I went in and started to create the structure of the eye look using the Mica Beauty gel liner in black. I put most of the black pigment right by the lash line and in the waterline, tight line, and then I blended it out, sort of smudging it out, making it nice and soft around the edges, creating an elongated eye look. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm starting off with my Concrete Minerals eye shadow. This is a loose pigment and it's very soft, and the reason I did the black base is because a lot of these shades don't have enough pigmentation, or they look a lot more intense when you have a dark base underneath. So I'm taking a blending brush and starting out with this beautiful plum shade that blends like a dream. These pigments are very finely milled and very easy to blend. They are a bit messy because they are loose, but as you can see here, I kind of blended it all out, made it nice and soft. I went in with a teal shade and patted this all over the lid, a little bit lower than where I placed the plum shade, overlapping the two shades so that they blend into each other. I actually ended up going back and forth between the plum and the teal, making sure it blended together. I went in with a lighter turquoise type of shade. It's very gray. Patted that onto the center of the lid and cleaned up the fallout. I went ahead and took a lavender shimmery shade. It's also in the gray family, and I blended the edges a little bit more. I wanted there to be a higher contrast between the teal and the purple base shade. I took that first plum shade and lined the lower lash line with that, gave it a little bit of a smoky feel while also keeping the structure of the eye look. I took a white cream base, this one is from NYX, and placed that right in the inner corner. I wanted more pop, more intensity, so I pulled out my Hallberg duochrome palette and started with the purple shade and put that in the inner corner. I went in with the teal, placed that all over the previous teal shade we laid down to give it a little bit more shimmer, and I wanted the center part of the lid to be more intense as well, so I used the greenish gold shade. I later go in with a dampened finger to give it a more intense pop. I took a little bit of that purple and lined the lower lash line with that as well. Every shade I lay down, I kind of overlap with the previous shades I already had laid down. I'm taking my YSL mascara and also some half falsies, so I'm placing that right on the outer half of the eyes to give the eyes a natural sort of drama. I'm starting with the complexion, already having done my eyebrows how I normally do them. If you're curious, I do have an eyebrow routine already up on my channel. I started with a color corrector and now I'm going in with a concealer. I'm lining carefully around the eyes, blending that in with my finger, keeping everything nice and natural looking. I'm taking a tiny bit of this foundation. It's very full coverage. I don't find it to be as radiant as the name would suggest, but it is very full coverage and looks beautiful on the skin, and I'm working that in with a Sephora sponge. I'm setting all of that concealing that we did and giving my skin a little bit more of a smooth, flawless finish using my Maybelline powder, which, thank you Ellen for recommending this. I really do enjoy it. And now I'm taking a Marc Jacobs duo, contour duo, and softly contouring and giving my face a little bit of dimension. I'm taking one of my all-time favorite shades from Melt Cosmetics. This is Skeleton Kiss. It makes for a beautiful highlighter. Look at that sheen. It has a really lovely pink and champagne duochromosity to it. Very unique. It's so beautiful on the eyes as well as on the cheeks. I'm taking a very natural shade of blush and lightly giving a little bit of flush to my cheeks. And we're going to go in with a very light nude lip shade. So I'm taking a lip liner that's very close to my natural lip color, because when I go in with really, really light nudes, I find it's a little bit more flattering to go with a slightly darker lip liner, so it all blends in. So I found that this lipstick looked a little bit too light and pink with this look for my taste, so I wanted it to tie in a little bit better. So I went ahead and grabbed that purple duochrome shade and patted that all over the lips, focusing right in the center of the lips. I found that just tied everything together a little bit better. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to join my Cake Face family. Catch you in my next one. Bye, guys.